First time setting up in this angle. Probably going to switch it around. But right now, we're going to shoot it this way. And we're going to talk about some Xbox 360 Fomo. So, as you guys can see probably from the thumbnail pic, you can see some of the different Xbox 360 versions right here. And I do have some more. And we're going to go over the hardware in a later video. So for fun, we'll just go over some of the things that I know, and then, you can always fill in the comments some of the things I might have missed, or or I got wrong. So same thing with this video. So we're going to go over some I guess you'd say, not really hidden gems, some Xbox 360 exclusives, and some good content. I have a lot. I'm only going to do 10 right now, actually, plus one bonus game you're going to get, because there's a dual pack in here. But I have always been a big fan of Xbox 360. And my brother, that has always been a PlayStation fan, we always used to talk shit to each other back and forth, and it reminds me of the good old days. Just a lot of fun back. He was PS3, I was Xbox 360 back in the day. And I am a gamer that's been playing since the original Nintendo. I love all kinds of games. I love the PlayStation 2. As you can see, I have one behind me and multiple other ones. So I definitely enjoy some games. I have a family now, a little bit older now, so I don't get to play them as much as I want, but I definitely like to collect. So for you that is just joining my channel, you may be confused if you ever come across my gaming channel or my car channel. I'm big into cars, mainly Hondas, but all kinds of vehicles. So if you like vehicles, go check me out at CRV_Tom. That'd be much appreciated. Check out some of my content, subscribe, like, anything, shoot a comment. Those things always help. If you're just gaming related, then stay here, stay tuned, because there's going to be a lot more stuff coming eventually here soon. Sooner more than later right now. Now that I have this gaming room semi set up that you see, I'll do a tour of this too. I'm actually going to be finishing some drywall in here and some work and painting and all that. I do that too. I do a lot of different kind of jack of all trades, master of none kind of guy. But I am actually going to finish this room too, so I'm excited, and have it all retro set up gaming, and then into my new gaming setup for newer age consoles and all that into later in my living room. So really excited for that. So I will do something on that too, but that's not why you guys are here. You guys are here for some Xbox 360 games and talking about the Xbox 360 genre and everything else. So we're going to jump right into it. Right now, you can see in the background, I got a little Xbox 360 arcade video on. I'll explain where that comes from. You can probably find it on YouTube now and stuff, but it's just cool to physically own it, because you won't be able to find it anywhere else once Xbox 360 shuts down here later in July. So yeah, it's coming soon. They're shutting down the servers. Everything's going to be, from what we know right now, you're not going to be able to get, most of the downloadable stuff unless it's been backwards compatible, which is awesome. I'm glad Xbox has done a really good job, or Microsoft should say, of preserving that, and I wish they would do just a little bit more, because there's some really good hidden gems or lost games that are only on the 360 due to licensing issues and other stuff. But yeah, so we're going to get right into it here. I'm just going to kind of pick any order here, and we're going to go over some ones that are really neat. Actually, I might just go down the stack. It'll be easier. So I haven't opened this one, and I haven't played it yet, but I've seen reviews on it. I've seen some stuff on it, and this is one to me that I think is really funny, because it's not a lot of money right now, but I would wager to say that in the future, it's going to be one of those dumb, out of the three, those dumb collections that just for some reason bring might not be an astronomical price, but a heavier price, because it's just going to be something that was so funny and absurd that you just didn't see. And I don't think they've ever done again with any company as far as like a physical release or anything. So this is the big bumpin' right here, Burger King special, that you would get with like a big kids meal or something like that. And if you look at it right there, I have not opened this one yet. I do plan on opening it. I know you guys are like, oh, some of you guys might be like, don't open it, but I have kids that stuff I play. If I want to really collect it, I'll get another one that's sealed. But the cool thing about this is it says includes the Xbox 360 and original Xbox version. That was something, from what I understand, that they haven't been able to replicate with any other games. Excuse me, on the Xbox 360 and Xbox on one disc. And apparently, you can put this into your original Xbox if you still have one, and you can play, the downgraded version of it and stuff. See, and then you can put it in your 360 and it has a little bit more features and the graphics are bumped up and stuff. So this is kind of cool. I can't wait to try this one out. I think with my kids and my wife, this will just be kind of fun and stupid fun and cheesy. It looks like, to me, they really did put some effort into these games. I don't know what the creator was. It was Blitz Games and King Games. I don't know if it only stopped at these 3 that they did. I'll have to deeply look in that. If you know, let me know in the comments. But, I mean, this is 1 to 4 players. It's got different modes in it, like Last Man Standing, Own the Puck, Power Surge, Bumper Hockey. The graphics aren't too terrible for basically you were getting a $5 game. Back then I would say the big kids meals were probably like $5, if I can remember right, $5-6, and you got a complete game in the case wrapped, like you would right off the shelf from like GameStop or Walmart or something. So let me know if you guys have played this. I know there's the other 2 out there too. I'll be speaking on those down the road. But this one right now, I'm excited to actually just try it with the family for fun, for just some dumb fun and have a good time. I am interested to see where these will go in the future, because to me, this is, yes, they're available now. I would say pick them up now if you can. But I have a feeling that this is going to become something that's more of one of the, when you got like a good cereal box or something really just stupid, but everybody kind of wants it, like, oh crap, I forgot all about those. It's kind of cool, it's kind of rare, I think these are going to be it down the road. And I'm going to talk like 10 years from now, probably, maybe sooner. I think these are going to be something that's going to be kind of quirky, niche, whatever you want to say, to kind of have in your collection. So that one's pretty cool. So let me know if you guys have tried Big Bumpin'. Know what you think about it, especially for a free game. And alright, so this next one, I still got the sticker on it when I bought it. This next one, which you guys probably know, it's been covered with some other YouTubers and everything. This one is 99 Nights. So I bought this for about $10. I think this is one up now. This is a beautiful game. There was only 2 made. I don't have the second one yet. I never played the second one, but I played this one and decided to go back to it. For the time, this was a very, very beautiful game. The graphics were very well. They still kind of hold up today. And you basically run around like Dynasty Warriors kind of style stuff. I've never been too huge in those games, so I'm not going to go too in-depth in this one. But I did enjoy it. I got to like the 2nd mission, 3rd mission, and forgot to save. So I got pissed off and stopped playing it for right now. I do want to get through it further and beat it. I think it'd be a lot of fun. I was enjoying what I was having. A little repetitive, but, I mean, that's the way these games are built. This one's kind of a rough copy. So on these that are open, I will show you guys. It's got a pretty thick instruction booklet. And other than this, it looks like you got a little bit of water damage and dried out. I mean, it doesn't look too bad. You got some really cool artwork in there explaining about the characters and everything. And again, if you want to go more in depth than these, or if you guys would like more in depth, I can change the camera angle and actually go through, do a little segment on each game, which would be kind of fun, and a review of like after I played it or beat it. I think that'd be fun. So if you guys, if that's something you're interested in, and that's not just with Xbox 360, that could be with all my collections and different things. Make some good content. So yeah, so I'll go through those a little bit more in depth if that's something you guys like. There's the artwork on the disc. They do have 32 on there. I'm going to get that off. That was written wherever the shop I bought it from. I think they use that to organize their games at one time. But yeah, 99 Nights, the first one. Let me know what you guys think, and let me know what you think about the second one, because I actually think the second one looks even better, from my opinion. I'm really excited to actually try to snag it. So, next up, this one I have not played. I'm really excited to play, but as we all know, the RPGs, they take quite a bit of time, and that's something I'm short on, so I get to them when I can. Forgive me here. So, this one is Eternal Sonata. And this game, for its time, I want to say I don't think this is released on anywhere else. I don't think there was any Switch, any PC, anything like that. If I'm wrong, let me know. I believe this one was only just like 99 Nights and Big Bumpin' were only Xbox 360 exclusive. So this is basically like it says cross the bridge between dreams and reality. It's supposed to be a story of, I can't remember if his name's on here. I don't see his name. It was of I think a famous musician, and it was a story supposedly of like his dream between on his deathbed or something like that. I may be wrong. I'll know more and I'll do a review on this one when I play it, because it's been talked about a lot and I'm excited. But it's supposed to be something similar to that lines, and it looks really fun actually in there. For some people, it may look boring. To me, I kind of like this style RPG. I like these graphics and this style of art, I guess you'd say. Not my favorite. More of like a darker, like the earlier days of Dragon Ball Z when they got it really good, or older Diablo or stuff. I like that darker art style, more aggressive art, I guess you'd say. But for these type of games, this looks a lot of fun. I'm really excited to play this. So this one is in really decent shape, and I snagged it for a great price. I think it's going on eBay. Again, I'm not going to put up prices. If you guys would like me to put up prices and do eBay and price charting on here, I could definitely do that. That'd be kind of cool. But for this video, I'm not going to do it because I didn't really prepare on that one. But I think it's going for like 30 to $50 between the shape of it. I think right now on eBay, and it's worth, I think, in the 30s or 40s on price charting. And I got a heck of a deal on it. And the instructions are just in really, really good shape. Like this one, I'm not even gonna, push this one too hard for you guys, so you guys can check it out. It's another thick instruction booklet. Excuse me. I miss the days. Oh yeah, here we go. So it does have something about the musician I just saw on the back. Maybe I'm missing it. I think I just opened. Or yeah, right here. Frederick Francas. If I don't even know if I probably murder his name, but it talks more in depth. In fact, I have not read about that, but I am going to read that soon and take a look at this. That's pretty cool. I knew it was something to do about that, and kind of went along with that story. So I have been really excited to play this. So yeah, you guys let me know if you played Eternal Sonata, if you checked it out, if you liked it, or if it was a big snore fest, or what you thought. I'm excited to try it. Bandai Namco games, they usually make pretty good games. I've been excited usually all the way. I want to say, if I remember, Bandai and Namco were separate years ago. I might be wrong. Kind of like SquareSoft. Or Square Enix now was SquareSoft and stuff like that. It's been a long time since I've got to, so bear with me, guys. This will all be coming back to me as I get time to play more and do this stuff. So bear with me. I'm not a professional, and some of these I haven't tried. It's just me going over them. That are pretty cool and fun, and I'm excited to try, and I want to hear what you guys have got doing them. So yeah, if you've played Eternal Sonata, let me know. I'm excited for that. This one I have played, and it's not really an Xbox 360 exclusive, but it is. I think the best way to play it is on the Xbox 360, because I believe it was on PS2, and I can't remember if there's a GameCube release. There might have been a GameCube release, but it was never brought. In its original Xbox, that's how I beat it. It was never brought to any of the next-gen consoles other than Xbox 360, I believe. I don't believe it was PS3. And this was early on, like 2006, really 2005 is when it came out, and they pushed over. But this is Gun. This one is Red Dead Redemption. Red Dead Revolver came out around that same time, but this is what Red Dead Redemption 1 and 2, this is what I think set the bar and pace for that game. And yes, those games are far better than this one, but this one, for its day and age, is still excellent. In fact, I went through and played it all over again just last week. And the last time I played it was like 2006, like when it came out for the Xbox 360. And again, I played it in 2005 for the Xbox. This game is fun. And this game had great acting for the time, as far as like the way they took the roles and being in a video game. They made it seem real. It didn't seem so cheesy. They did really good with the graphics for the time, the storytelling, the open worldness. I'm not a big open world type game, but this game was big for an older style game. I was surprised how big going back this was for what it was. Nothing by today's standard, but still was impressive. And basically, you play as the main character called Cole, and I don't want to ruin too much on there for you, but you're basically finding out who your real father is, about his death, about the man that raised you, and so on and so forth into there, and kind of where you came from, and how you're connected with a certain Indian tribe and things like that. So it is awesome. The gun system is awesome in here. It just really is a good game. Sorry, my foot's stuck in my cord there. So I'm going to show you guys the back artwork here. Now this is just one player. It's Neversoft, Activision, back when they were making really good games. The artwork on the disc is pretty much the same as the cover. Nothing too special. The instruction booklet's pretty thick, pretty nice. You can see it right there. In black and white. You know, sadly a lot of stuff went to black and white at this time. There was still color, but man, I remember when everything was color, everything was nice, everything was printed well before they started charging you more, giving you less kind of stuff. Or, you know, some games charging you the same, but giving you less. So, that's Gun. Let me know if you guys have played this. I thought this was excellent, even worth the second playthrough. I went through and got a lot of achievements, and yeah, I really enjoyed that game. I thought it was a lot of fun, and I really think out of every game I've talked about so far, that one deserves at least to be backwards compatible, or a remake. A remake would be awesome of that if they kept it more true to the original story and didn't ruin it and change it too much. It was really good. Another thing I meant to say too is Eternal Sonata is backwards compatible. I don't think 99 Nights is. So backwards compatible, or no, Eternal Sonata is not backwards compatible. Sorry about that. That one is not. There's another one that is. So I believe these are only all Xbox 360s, which you play them on, other than Gun. But Gun is the only one you can play next gen on Xbox 360. If I'm wrong, let me know, but I don't believe it was released on PS3 at the time. It was only on there. And PC, I'm not counting if there's any PC, because that's not really a console. You know, it's a little bit different. This next one up is old, but it is pretty cool. It is the Dark Messiah Might and Magic Elements game. Now, I was never really into the Might and Magics game. I was not a big fan of their style and their art and stuff back in the PS2 days and stuff like that. But this game, I had never played it until a couple of weeks ago, and basically, it's very dated. The controls are very bad, but the story was really good. From what I only played about an hour of it, so I'm not going to go into the story too far. Well, probably about 2 hours. Too far. And this is another one I forgot to save, and I was like, damn it, and I'm going to restart it another time. So, the combat was pretty dated, but it really brought you back like a certain type of charm to that era of games, that type of old Oblivion type, kind of almost before Oblivion. Really, Oblivion was better, you know, as far as, but still, that style. And it just was fun. It had that old school charm. You ran around. Basically, you're learning about your character, what his powers are, what he's supposed to do, and I only got into it so far. And I was chasing this guy that basically killed, I believe, the priest or something, and he got the gem or the stone. Basically, it was, from where I gather, it was revolving around the stone mainly that I had to get, and it started going to the dark Messiah and stuff like that, and different things that, the storyline of it. But I got to that point, I had something happen, and then I didn't save, and I was just like, screw it. But I thought this was gonna be one I threw right in, and I was just like, all right, cool, I'll try it, and I was gonna be done with it quick. All of the glitchiness, the old frame rate issues, the older style, this storyline kept me hooked. This was actually pretty cool, and I'm actually excited to go back and play through this. I wish this one would get a remake or remaster and get brought over, or at least backwards compatible to improve it. I believe this one is only playable too on the Xbox 360. So, yeah, check this one out. If you've played this one, let me know. I'd like to... Well, I guess don't ruin it for me. Just let me know if you thought it was good or not, because I'm going to jump into it and actually go a little bit further. And now, there was, I believe, some DLC, but you can't get it anymore right now. I think there's, like, some of it you can still get, which I need to go pick up before it's gone. And I think some of it I couldn't get to or get through it. So that's another thing that sucks. Some of these DLCs have already been shut down. You can't find it, like, unless you've already purchased it and it's in your purchase history. So this was actually in really good shape, the manual. Blazing Angels 2 on the back, sponsoring there, or, they're throwing out there. Another colorless manual, but still pretty cool. Again, it's nice to have something. A lot of younger kids probably won't even understand because you're so used to clicking in or Googling, but if you don't have your phone's not working, or the internet's not connected, it's so much nicer to have a game like this. And if you need to look something, pick up the manual, look at it, and have it right in front of your face, and just go. I really think the new age of gaming is going to be ruined, and it's not going to be near as fun, which already kind of seems not as fun to me, because I just don't understand paying for something you don't really have. At a moment of license issue, or, you could go look at Funimation just recently and all the problems. They just take it away from you, or you have no access to it if the internet goes down. I encourage you guys to, if you're younger, to pick up the older stuff, learn about it, play it, and demand it. Demand it for your generation future, that you want physical stuff instead of this crap that they're pushing for all digital. Not that digital is completely bad, but it shouldn't be the other way, and then you're going to be stuck paying $60 for a game that's 20 years old that really you should only be paying $5 for in a store, and actually have a physical, thing to it, and something that could go up in value down the road because it becomes a collector's item or something fun to have. So, yeah, that's just my little rant on that. We'll be over with that. But let me know if you've played Dark Messiah on Xbox 360. I think that's another one to pick up. It's pretty cool. I believe that is going up in value too. It's like $30-$40 right now. Same thing with Gun that I was just talking about. I think that is actually increasing in value. This one I have played, but I've never beat, and I want to beat this and get into it a bit more. I truly, truly, truly love Akira Toriyama and all of his work, especially the whole Dragon Ball series, but Dragon Ball Z. Before I had my open heart surgery due to some genetic issues, and then I had a 4mm stent put in after one collapsed, even after the surgery. I used to be very, very fit, was very big into lifting, working out, which I still enjoy those things, but just with life now, I haven't had the time to do what I used to do. But DBZ, I'm just going to go off on that because you guys will see a lot on the channel. I have a lot of DBZ and Dragon Ball stuff to do that I'm very fond of and I want to do some videos of. But his art style and the other workers with him and the storytelling and just was something truly amazing to me. Yes, there's some quirky moments and things like that and stuff, but deep down, loved everything he created, and I'm actually just now getting into the world of some of the games he's done a little bit more that I didn't have time to visit when I was younger. So this is one I have had for a long time and still haven't beat it. And now with his passing, may he rest in peace in this past year, I do want to beat this one, because this was just actually one of the first ones. I didn't end up getting Dragon Quest. I didn't end up getting a lot of the ones that Chrono Trigger that he helped with. I ended up picking up this one. Now I want to go back and get those, but this was an awesome game. Little slow, you got to grind a lot, but I heard once you finally get past the dungeon in the beginning, you start grinding, the game gets a little bit better and gets more intriguing and fun. Some people say it's still boring all the way through. Some people say it was a good game, but not their cup of tea. Some people say it's a great game. I'll let you know when I finally play it, because I'm a big judge it yourself. Try it. But this is Blue Dragon. This is from, I believe, I want to say like the maker of Final Fantasy, that created a lot of RPGs. I'm going to lean up here a little bit. So, this was a big deal for back in the Xbox 360 days. I mean, this is like one of the first few games that had 3 discs. I mean, there were some, but I can't remember. Also, if you know, let me know. But this was earlier days. I want to say this was 2007. Yeah. So this was one of the earlier ones with 3 discs. And just again, look at the graphic shots on the back. This game still holds up and is still so beautiful today. And it intrigues me. I just really want to play it. I got the case I can swap out. So I think that's something I'm going to do. I'm going to swap the case for a little bit cleaner of an outside shell. But there's the art on the discs. It's 3 discs. Oh, we're good. It landed just right. So there's the art on the disc. And you can see they're each all labeled. Disc 1, 2, 3. I miss those days. It sounds dumb. Everything's downloaded. And this was backwards compatible now too, so you can, you don't even really have to swap the disc. But this is pretty cool because it brings me back. And I think it's cool too if it comes in the original case, if I can find another one that holds 3 discs. If you look and notice on Xbox 360, a lot of people miss this because they get swapped. Do you see we're right in the clear plastic piece right there? See it say 3? So, like with Lost Odyssey and different stuff, if you have that copy, it will say like 4 discs or 2, some of them. So it was pretty cool. Something they used to do before they moved on to the cheaper cases. So this, I actually have actual flyers for the, little promos for Naruto. There's a Eternal Sonata promo. See, this is kind of where, before YouTube blew it all up, I kind of learned about that game and was kind of interested. But the artwork, just totally Akira Toriyama. You know what I mean? This is just, and this was a color instruction book, and story and characters, and just awesome. This is a cool piece of history. This one's worked quite a bit. Even tells you how switching discs down there and everything. This is just stuff you don't get really anymore. And I don't know. I love this stuff. And this game was just, to me, it captured the Xbox 360 when JRPGs weren't around much, and I thought it was cool that they picked this system to bring it over to. I was really, really fond of that. So I'm excited. If you guys have beat this game, or if you've played this game pretty far in, let me know what you think. As far as I know, this is all he ever released on Xbox 360. It is backwards compatible, which is the way I'll be playing it for sure. Anything that's upgraded backwards compatible, I will. But yeah, I can't wait to get more in that game. In fact, with this one, whether or not anybody asks or talk about it, I'm definitely going to do a review on my channel just to remember it for myself, because I'm excited to at least get that one down. Even if it disappoints me, I'll let you guys know. Just that one, I think, will continue to go up in value too, because it's one of those style games, and with Akira's death and everything. And other than the Sand, I can't remember the name. Someone remind me of the newest one that just came out that he just made before he passed and it was released. we won't be getting those anymore, you know. So it's kind of part of history right there. So moving on from some sad stuff to some interesting stuff, depending on what you like. I've never really been a big Xbox Live Arcade fan of a lot of their mini games. I don't really like a lot of the mini games. Sometimes I'll play with my wife and kids. That's when I like to enjoy them. But I did pick these up because these are kind of cool. So I got Volume 1. This is Xbox Live Arcade Unplugged. And some of these games are backwards compatible. You know, this one has like PopCap's Bejeweled 2. That one's backwards compatible. You can still buy it. Geometry Wars Retro Evolved. I don't know if that one is or not. Wiki Fable and Souls. Texas Hold'em Poker. Outpost. Hardwood Backgamma. And there's some more on here. There's like I put it in. There were some really weird ones I never heard about. They would take you straight to the menu, and you'd have to go through like your My Games area. And some of these, and they will tell you if they're Xbox One backwards compatible on the bottom. And there was, I want to say, like a quarter or half of these that aren't on the back, explaining, you know, that they're actually on here, that were popping up in this. And I think these are going to be actually kind of sought after. They're cheaper now, but I think these are going to be kind of sought off eventually once everything closes down and goes, because you're just not, eventually they're going to kind of fade away. And then I think people are going to be like, oh, shit, you know, I didn't know you could get a physical copy of this stuff. So this is one that I grabbed, and you can grab these for a heck of a deal right now, and I think you should. I really do. I'm no, you know, pro or anything, but I have a feeling I think these will pop up in value down the road for people's collection too. Again, these simple type of stuff that are kind of forgotten, because you're going to be like, oh yeah, you know, I can backwards compatible most of those, and really no, there was some on here that you totally couldn't. So the instructions are halfway good, not the best. And then here's some more sponsoring of the Xbox Live Arcade. I don't know. I want to say someone told me there was like 3 volumes of this, and I could not for the life of me find the 3rd volume. This is all colored too, which is pretty cool. So if you guys have played Volume 3 or 2, this next one I show you is Volume 2 or 3. But it's really cool because each game has a page dedicated to themselves about everything. So like here's this Outpost game. This was not backwards compatible. This was kind of a weird game I played, kind of fun. So yeah, some of these games are not backwards compatible, and they're in here, and it was just pretty neat to check out. Yeah, here's an old live Xbox Gold and Xbox Live. It's just cool to see those. It's just cool to see stuff like that. But yeah, I think these ones are going to be more sought after too. Let me know if you guys have played or have the physical edition of number 3. So yeah, I would definitely say pick that up. Here's a twofer, I'd say. So you're getting a bonus game. This one was Xbox Live. This one's the Xbox Live Arcade Compilation Disc. So I want to say if you buy this, you can get this one single. You could get this actual by itself, without Sonic Tennis. And I can't remember if it says Volume 2 or 3. So let me know, guys, if you guys know that. Either way, that game is actually in the system right now. That's what plays this video. It has all kinds of videos and demos and showing the old Xbox menus and stuff you're just not going to see anymore. Other than if you reformat your system back to, you know, it's OEM thing and kind of see the menu, but you can't do much. There's no updates. But again, like behind me right now, it's showing all the menu. It's just a cool piece of history, and there's some games on there that are not backwards compatible. Some, like, it doesn't quite tell me on here because this is the dual box, but there's like Pac-Man Evolved, Uno, stuff like that. There's some fun games that my wife likes to play and things of that nature. I could not find it with an instruction manual, so maybe it's missing. That's something I'm going to look. Here's a Sonic Unleashed promo. It's crazy how many Sonic games came out on Xbox too. If you look at the Xbox 360, you just kind of forget once Dreamcast missed its mark, which I love the Dreamcast. That'll be another video. The successor for it kind of was the Sega 1/2 was Xbox, which is pretty cool. But this one is Sega Superstar Tennis, and this one was kind of fun actually once you got into it. It's a little long and drawn out. It's not like Mario Tennis is fun, but there is like you can unlock like old Sonic backgrounds and areas and nights and Jet Set Radio, which was Jet Grind Radio back in the day. There's just a lot of cool stuff that you can unlock. I haven't really wanted to too much into it, but it seems like it would be fun to play with, a few people sitting there for some couch time. So let me know again on that Xbox Live Arcade. I'm kind of interested to do that because I haven't been able to find Volume 3. But yeah, that's Xbox Live Arcade. That's in the background. Again, it has a lot of different arcade games. Most of the ones on this disc with the green background are backwards compatible. There's a few that aren't. And then if you can find that, I found that cheap for like $6 for Sega Tennis or Sega Superstar Tennis and the Xbox Live Arcade bundle. So, but you can find the Xbox Live, which I think is going to be a little bit more rare and probably be worth more in the long run, actually by itself. So that's another Xbox exclusive. I don't believe the Sega Superstar Tennis was, though. I'd have to look it up. But that's another, the Xbox Live Arcade. Most of those are exclusive to the 360 or the Xbox, genre. This last one was recommended highly for a while. Everybody was saying to go check it out. It wasn't the best, but still good to have. And the value has kind of dropped on it. But it is a cool piece of history I have. I remember when this came out and most of it was all free and there's promos and everything. This game was terrible. I tried playing this. I think probably online, maybe through some updates, it might have got better. But the way it is right now and the way you can play it, and there was like up to 16 players or more or something like that online. I'll have to look. This was so broken mechanics when I tried to play it. And this is not backwards compatible. So this is the official U.S. Army game, America's Army, True Soldier. And Ubisoft is the one that made it. And let me see. Yeah, it was up to 16 players. You could do System Link, which is 16 players. But it is so terrible. The concept is awesome. Like, if they ever revisited and remade this probably would be a pretty neat game. You could go through, like, missions, basic training stuff. It really does. Like, if you were interested at that time, back then, to go into military. In fact, like, this game, one of my friends, I come from a military background family, and one of my friends was motivated when we were younger by this game and ended up going in. And it wasn't his only motivation, but one of them. And it really is a very strategical game and also fun first-person shooter. And the concept of it is great. It's just so broken mechanics by today's standard and even back then that if they spent a little bit more time into it and maybe had a better budget, it'd actually be pretty freaking cool. But going back and trying to play it now, I don't even recommend. Maybe for some laughs. It is pretty bad. So artwork's same, on the disc here, you got it, and same as on the box, nothing special. Thick manual, but I can't really say much about this game other than the whole setup and idea of it was pretty cool, and I was excited to try it, but I was very, very disappointed on how bad that was. So let me know if you played this, what your experience was, what you thought. Did you ever get to play this when it was online? Did they do some updates? It was better. Did you get to play in a lobby of 16 people? That kind of seems cool. The map design seemed pretty neat. I was kind of excited about, checking it out. I knew it wouldn't be great, but it's probably the worst one I have picked up going backwards in the games to try out out of any of the ones I've tried so far. Is that bad? So let me know. Let me know how far you got into it, what you did, if you liked it, if it inspired you, what. I think it was a great idea, and I think it'd be a lot of fun if if that's something they redid or went back to now with a better budget, if they had it, and better graphics and technology now. But that's all I got for today, guys. Stay tuned. I if you guys are Xbox 360 people right now, I know it's booming, but I've liked it since. I got probably another 10, 15 videos I can make of these going through for you. And again, I'm still kind of picking stuff up. So there's some stuff I'm looking for. Let me know in the comments if there's anything I'm missing, or some ones you recommend that were only Xbox 360 exclusive, or even if they're backwards compatible. That'd be cool too. You know, I may already have them, and they might be in the next video, but you can still comment them. I want to know your opinion on them and everything. All right, guys, you guys have a good day. We're going to turn this off and enjoy Xbox 360 here in another video with you guys. Have a good one.